All right, let's jump right in. We're talking about something huge today, the death of the 9 to 5. I mean, seriously, have you noticed this? It feels like one day we all just woke up and nobody wants a 9 to 5 anymore. The whole corporate desk job thing, it's just lost its shine. And hey, if you're feeling that way, you are definitely not alone. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to unpack this whole thing, why it's happening, what it all means, and where we're headed. Let's dig in. Okay, first things first. We have to get our heads around just how massive this is. This isn't just some little trend happening in Silicon Valley or something. No, this is a full-on worldwide rejection of the old way of doing things.
And I mean, just look at this. It really drives home how widespread this whole anti-9 to 5 thing has become. We're talking the United States, Europe, all the way over to India, the Philippines, the UAE. It doesn't matter where you are. People are asking the same question. Is this really it? It's become this huge global conversation.
And this is the system everyone's running from. You know, for decades, this was just the deal. It was the unquestioned path. You work your 40 hours, you waste another 10, maybe 15 hours just commuting, you get some sleep, and then boom, you do it all over again. It's a hamster wheel.
And that's where we hit the wall. A whole new generation, Gen Z, they looked at that endless loop, that hamster wheel, and just collectively said, yeah, no thanks. A hard pass.
So what happened? What was the big domino that tipped everything over? Well, it turns out it was one single thing that just threw gasoline on the fire, the remote work revolution.
And suddenly, everyone started asking themselves this question, right? Wait a minute, why am I spending 3 hours of my day getting ready and commuting just to sit in an office on a Zoom call? The logic just completely evaporated. It made no sense anymore.
But look, this was about way more than just saving time on the commute. All that time at home gave people a second to breathe and to realize the cost of the old way. And that brings us to the new #1 priority, the new non-negotiable, mental health. And this comparison just says it all, doesn't it? Think about it. For our parents' generation, the big flex was working 14-hour days. It was a badge of honor. But for Gen Z, the flex is not having a mental breakdown just to earn a paycheck. The entire value system has been flipped on its head.
And you know, once people got some distance from the office, they really started to see it for what it was. All those little things that drain your soul every day. The office politics, having to put on that fake smile, the micromanagers breathing down your neck, and oh my God, the endless pointless meetings. We all know the ones.
I mean, this quote really hits hard. People realized this wasn't building a career. It was, quote, a slow emotional death, just slowly chipping away at who you are.
Okay, so it's clear people want out, but you can't just leave a system if there's nowhere to go, right? Well, that's the good news. The escape routes are now wide open. And look, this isn't just a list of side hustles anymore. This is the new economy. The whole idea of a career is being rewritten. It's not about climbing one ladder at one company for 40 years. Nope. It's about building a portfolio. You can freelance, build a YouTube channel, get a remote job with a company on the other side of the planet, drop ship, get into crypto, code, use AI tools. The list just goes on. It's not about escaping work. It's about building a life that works for you.
And that's the key takeaway right there. The game has changed. You don't need a desk in a cubicle anymore. All you really need is Wi-Fi.
And this is so important to understand because it gets misinterpreted all the time. This isn't an anti-work movement. It's an anti-control movement. This is about a generation that values freedom and autonomy above all else.
They're just done with the old trade-offs. It's not about choosing money or time anymore.
It's about having an income and your peace of mind. And it's about having a real life and having work that fits into it. You see, it's not even work-life balance anymore. That phrase makes it sound like a constant fight. It's about work-life integration.
So what's the bottom line here? The old 9-to-5 system isn't just dying off. It's being forced to evolve. What we're living through right now is a huge, fundamental shift in what we value. It's a reevaluation of work, of time, and of freedom itself.
But hey, this story isn't over. This evolution is happening in real time. So I gotta ask you, what do you think the future looks like? Are we all heading back to the office? Is fully remote the future? Or is it some kind of hybrid model that we're still figuring out? Drop a comment below and let me know what you think.